Hello everyone, I'm Quentin and I'm working for ST Engineering Anticipe as a key account manager. I'm focused on projects with the French Ministry of Defense and affiliated defense major account on both the simulation and virtual reality activity of the company. Those activities consist of both software with customer off-the-shelf 3D models, terrains, and specific development, and also hardware with projection system, simulator, head-mounted display, or civilian customer off-the-shelf simulator. I'm proud to be invited today for this first European Training and Simulation Association webinar. In accordance with today's thematic, I worked with the different countries Anticipe is based in order to gather our perspective on the challenges, impacts, and opportunities of the pandemic on our simulation industry in Europe. Anticipe, as some of you may know, is a French company founded in 1996, formerly known as Anticipe Simulation. We are owned by ST Engineering since 2008. Pioneer and leader in customer off-the-shelf solution during the last 25 years, we are now approximately 45 people with a turnover over around 20 million euro in 2020. Our headquarters is based near Paris, France, and we've got offices in the United Kingdom near Oxford, in Italy, Milan, and in Spain, Barcelona. Thanks to those offices, we are currently working in all the European peninsula. What we do is simple. We create virtual reality, visual display, and simulation solutions for our many customers. We've got expertise on software, hardware, and middleware both in VR and simulation. We generally work from the consultation to the design and architecture, leading to the installation and maintenance over time of the systems. Anticipe gets specific teams in each country working both on the hardware and software side. Generally speaking, we are working with COTS product in order to deliver fully finished or just a portion of a project. With a balance of 60% of activity on the military market against 40% within the civilian one, we have a broad expertise of the simulation and VR market across the globe. Anticipe is working with all the Ministry of Defense and affiliated public companies across Europe. Depending on the market, we are to work with large companies such as Thales, Airbus, Leonardo, or MBDA, for example. But we are also working with a lot of civilian companies such as Red Bull, Renault, Jaguar, Unilever, or many universities and research centers across Europe. Sometimes we are going to deliver full systems or just a tiny portions to a bigger player who will in turn integrate it to his final customer. We don't see the current situation so bad when compared to other industry sectors. In fact, the 2020 fiscal year was the best Anticipe ever made, with 80% of turnover thanks to military projects. But it was also thanks to previous years of hard work from every offices. Business could worsen at short or mid-term. COVID is still strong and the economic impact are not known yet in our industry. If you look back at all the previous economic crises, the impact was delayed up to 3 or 4 years afterward depending on your markets. The economical situation will continue to go down for sure in certain areas of the economy, and consequently the government budget will decrease and the military budget should also be impacted. Nonetheless, the uncertainty in the Mediterranean or Asian Sea and the threat from all powerful and new emerging countries are perceived by certain governments as a means to not decrease or even increase their budget. It also means that they need to stay fully capable to act, and it benefits our training and simulation industry. New and already launched programs such as the Next Generation Fighter, the MGCS, or for example in France, the new aircraft carrier create also opportunity for simulation ahead of the creation of those new programs. The lack of live events like ITEC or ITSEC at the international stage was perceived as a real shortage, even if the impact of their cancellation cannot be fully assessed yet. We saw also, for example, in France, the impact of our French Simulation Association that organized events with the French Ministry of Defense and Industrial. The last event of this association was in January 2020. We hope that the next live event will be organized by the end of the year. In those events, you not only talk to your customers, partners or competitors, but you also touch the next technologies and meet the new person coming in the simulation industry. The relationship we were able to establish by simply talking during an event, going to the restaurant, and simply go on site to meet new person is at red. We have also realized the limits of virtual events. Efficiency for presentation, talks, and meetings is real. When was the last time you shook someone's hands you didn't know? I cannot remember it myself. Nothing can replace human contact. Training and simulation will ever continue to make progresses as we have always done in the past, during the last centuries and this one, in adopting and using technologies coming from other domains such as information technology, graphical display, artificial intelligence, game technology, cloud capabilities, VR, AR, mixed reality and more. Just have a look at those two simulators we built for the French Navy. You can see the huge difference between the one from 2013 and earlier and the one from 2018 and after. We see that COTS are evolving and adapting quickly to the new challenges imposed by those new technology. It doesn't change, but the adoption of COTS in simulation is still going strong and is impacting our business in a good way. New human generation are also clearly more and more aware of technological possibilities and would like to benefit of the same level of technology in their day work than in personal activity and social surrounding. The adoption of cloud computing, remote working, gaming technologies and the VR AR are excellent examples. In addition, simulation is now really well perceived not only for experimenting but also as a good value for training, thanks to the continuous improvement and its less and less expensiveness, mainly true from live and virtual training and simulation. We think that the COTS industry has a bright future. Building future training and simulation systems will need more and more dedicated product of high-end quality and high fidelity. Our customers want real physics on real terrain using real ballistics, radar, etc. Typical examples are modeling physics-based systems, radar, IR devices for example, graphical models, simulation architecture, artificial intelligence library. All those building blocks will need to be open, consistent, capable and complementary. What is interesting is that our customers do not hesitate to use multiple COTS mixed to their internal solution to achieve their goal. New companies should emerge and existing ones should make progress. It's already a case of startups in the VR and AR area, for example, that are coming with bright idea, develop something with little to no resources, then sell it or are acquired by bigger companies. Then more and more good companies may emerge with specific talents and skills, knowing well their specific product. Building new systems will need cooperation between companies. In order to work together, we need the compliance with international interoperability standards that already exist or will be developed. It is imperative. Supporting the international standard developing organization stays as a first priority. There is little probability that new systems are developed by unique companies. The future industry organization will be a consortium of small or medium-sized or even big companies with complementary skills. We already see it when answering tenders. The governments like, more often than not, the consortium of competitors putting their expertise and strength together. To conclude, after a difficult period, and we are still in unfortunately, we hope that it will finish soon. There is a clear need to reinforce knowledge and cooperation between companies while monitoring the emergence and evolution of smart technologies. Resuming our professional event in the world and in Europe is of paramount importance. Of equal importance is the dynamism of corporate association at European level and country level. Etsa could federate national organizations who have suffered from the present pandemic crisis and give them a new dynamism. It's also a link now between Europe and UK because of the Brexit. I would like to thank Etsa for the organization of this event and the opportunity to speak with you today. Thank you all for taking the time to listening. I look forward to the Q&A session with you.